everybody, this is Chris with paperfairychris.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this wood crate pop-up card. Isn't that cute? It's really easy to make. First of all, for the measurements for this card, I basically took a top fold card and turned it on its side. So the measurements for this card are 11 by 4 1/4. And that's the base, which is crumb cake here. So you'll need that piece 11 by 4 1/4, and then just fold that in half. And then I made a liner using Whisper White cardstock, which I just cut down 1/4 inch shorter on both sides. So this liner piece measures 10 3/4 by 4 inches. Okay, so basically, I stamped the bubbles from this bubble over stamp set, which can be found in the Stampin' Up Occasions catalog. And I just used these bubbles right here. I stamped them with clear Versamark and then embossed them with clear embossing powder before sponging the color. So I did all my stamping and sponging first, of course, before assembling the crate. But let me show you how to do the crate first, because that's what I've had the most questions about, is how to make the crate. So to create the crate, I used the wood crate die, and I used the wood grain designer series paper from Stampin' Up. And you only need one sheet if you want to save some paper to make your to make this crate that's here on the inside. The reason you only need one sheet is because you don't need the bottom piece. So normally to make your regular crate, you have to have 2 pieces that you cut out like this. This right here is your bottom. So I just cut out one like this, ran it through the Big Shot. That got me a piece that looks like this. Okay, so I got that piece. Then I took this piece and ran it through the Big Shot. And you'll notice that a little bit of that is cut off when I'm using my leftover piece, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cut that piece off anyway. So you'll have your 2 crate pieces like this. They already have like the score lines on it when you fold. So I just folded it and then followed that fold line to cut the bottom of the crate off. I just used my scissors, cut that one off. Went over here to my second piece, cut that one off as well, and then you'll just fold your crate and assemble it as if you were going to make the regular crate, but without the bottom. Leaving the bottom of the crate off is what allows it to fold down flat. I don't know if you can see that here. Okay, so I've got my 2 crate pieces, and then I just used some Tombow glue. Glued my crate together like this. Okay. So you can see how it lays flat when you stick this inside of your card like this. Once I have these pieces embossed and sponged, you'll glue this side right here to the inside of the card right there, and then you'll glue the back into the card as well. So will be glued like this. And then when you shut the card, you can see how it opens back up. And then I'll show you in just a minute how you put your bottles inside so that they stand up. Okay, so now that you have your crate assembled, you're going to want to put some little pieces inside that will make your bottles stand up. Okay, so I don't know if you can see here from the bottom where I have these 2 pieces inside right there that I have the bottles stuck to. So once you've got your crate, you'll need 2 pieces that measure 4 inches by about 1/2 of an inch. You can just use a little scrap for this. Just make sure it's 4 inches. And then you're going to fold the edges like a Z at about 1/2 an inch in, and then over here about 1/4 of an inch. And I just used my grid paper to measure that. So I'll just fold this one here like that, and I'm going to fold this one like that. It's kind of like a little Z. Do the same with this other one. Okay. And then I'm going to glue those 2 pieces inside my crate, and these will allow me to be able to glue the bottles on them to stick up. I'm just using the Tombow liquid glue. I call it green glue. Okay, so I'll have okay, so I've got this one piece in here like this. And I'll glue the other piece. It doesn't have to be totally straight or anything. Just make sure that when you glue your pieces inside that you have your folds going the same way. Let this dry completely before you stick it to the inside of your card. Okay, that way they have to be going the same way. That way when the card folds flat, everything moves the same way. Okay, so you've got, okay, so now I've got my pieces in there. And then I've got 6 of the big bottles, the taller bottles that I cut out from the Bubbles and Fizz DSP. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of these and just kind of space them out. Let's see how I did the other one. So I'll put this one in the front. Kind of put 2 that front row here. I'm going to stagger my other 2 over here on this side. And I'm going to glue 2 to the very back. One more here. There we go. Okay. Alright, there you go. Okay. Once those have dried, I will glue this inside my card. I'll just do it now. So I just put some glue on the very back of my crate and on the whole very side here. Okay, ta-da. And there you go. Once this dries, you'll be able to close it completely. And check out my blog, paperfairychris.blogspot.com, for some more ideas. I used some flowers in here one time. I'd like to see what you create. If you create anything, just let me know. I'm Paper Fairy Chris on Twitter. Also, just leave me a comment on my blog. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to earn your business. You can find me at stampinup.com, Chris Kilkenny, or if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.